In 2025, two giants are defining what premium wireless headphones can be. On one side, Sony, with the new WH-1000XM6, the continuation of the world's most popular noise-canceling lineup. On the other, Sennheiser, with the all-new HDB 630, a headphone built to bring true audiophile sound into the wireless era. Both promise high-end performance, comfort, and intelligence, but they take very different paths to get there. This is the full comparison: Sony WH-1000XM6 versus Sennheiser HDB 630 to help you decide which one fits your world. The Sony WH-1000XM6 continues Sony's signature clean and minimalist design. Weighing around 254 grams, it's light, flexible, and clearly built for long wear. The materials are mostly high-quality soft-touch plastics and synthetic leather pads, and the improved headband spreads weight more evenly. The ear cups fold flat for easy packing, and the overall build feels sleek and solid, though not as rugged as some metal-framed rivals. The Sennheiser HDB 630, by contrast, feels heavier and more substantial. At about 311 grams, it uses thicker padding, deeper ear cups, and protein leather for a rich, premium feel. The build is closer to a studio monitor than a travel headset, strong, detailed, and meant to last. In short, Sony wins for portability and lightness, Sennheiser wins for durability and luxury. Comfort is excellent on both, but they cater to different preferences. The Sony XM6 is lighter, softer, and designed for everyday commuting or long flights. The clamp pressure is gentle and relaxes over time, though people with larger ears might find the shallow cups just a little snug. The Sennheiser HDB 630 feels more like a plush recording headphone. Deeper ear cups that surround your ears completely, rich padding, and even pressure distribution. After hours of use, it feels slightly heavier but never uncomfortable. So if you want something you forget you're wearing, Sony is the better fit. If you want a headphone that envelops you in sound, Sennheiser has the edge. When it comes to sound, the difference is immediate. The Sony WH-1000XM6 keeps its 30mm dynamic drivers and supports high-resolution wireless audio through LDAC. The sound signature is warm and musical, with deep bass, full mids, and smooth treble. It's a sound that flatters most modern music, from pop and hip-hop to film soundtracks. Using Sony's Headphones Connect app, you can shape the EQ easily, boost clarity, or even try 360 reality audio for spatial sound. Out of the box, Sony's sound is designed for enjoyment, not analysis, fun and full-bodied rather than strictly neutral. The Sennheiser HDB 630 takes the opposite approach. Its 42mm dynamic drivers are tuned for balance and precision. The bass is tight and natural, the mid-range is clear and lifelike, and the highs sparkle with detail without harshness. The stage sound feels wider, and instruments are easier to place. Through the Sennheiser Smart Control app, you get a parametric equalizer, far more precise than Sony's, plus crossfeed, which blends channels slightly to mimic the way speakers sound in a room. Combined with support for aptech adaptive and wired USB-C digital playback up to 24-bit and 96 kHz, the HDB 630 delivers a genuinely audiophile-grade experience. Sony is made to sound great everywhere. Sennheiser is made to sound accurate and pure. Noise cancellation is where Sony continues to lead. The WH-1000XM6 uses the QN3 processor and a dozen microphones to analyze and reduce noise dynamically. It cancels low rumbles from aircraft engines, office chatter, and city traffic with remarkable effectiveness. Reviews across major tech outlets agree that Sony still sets the standard for ANC performance in 2025. Its transparency mode is also extremely natural. Voices sound clear and uncolored, and the speak-to-chat feature automatically pauses music when you talk. The Sennheiser HDB 630 also has adaptive ANC, and while very capable, it doesn't quite match Sony's depth of silence. It blocks most background hum, but lets a little more mid and high-frequency noise through. The transparency mode works well, but sounds a slightly more digital. For everyday environments, it's strong. For complete quiet on flights, Sony remains ahead. Connectivity is another key difference. The Sony WH-1000XM6 uses Bluetooth 5.3 with SBC, AAC, LDAC, and LC3 codec support. It can connect to two devices at once with multipoint, making it easy to switch between a phone and a laptop. There's a 3.5mm input for wired listening and USB-C charging. The Sennheiser HDB630 runs Bluetooth 5.2 with aptech adaptive for high-quality wireless audio and comes with a USB-C dongle that lets even devices without aptech play in high resolution. For wired use, you can connect via analog 3.5 or use digital USB-C, which supports true 24-bit 96 kHz playback. That's something Sony can't do. Sennheiser clearly wins for flexibility and sound fidelity in wired and wireless modes. Battery life shows another major contrast. The Sony XM6 lasts up to 30 hours with ANC on or 40 hours with it off, and a quick 3-minute charge gives about 3 hours of playback. For most users, that's plain. But the Sennheiser HDB630 more than doubles it, with up to 60 hours of playback with ANC on, and a 10-minute charge gives around 7 hours of use. It's a true marathon performer, easily lasting several days of heavy listening on one charge. If battery life is a top priority, Sennheiser wins by a wide margin. Control styles also differ. Sony uses responsive touch gestures, swipe up or down for volume, forward or back for tracks, tap to play or pause, or cover the right ear to enter ambient mode. It's slick and intuitive with smooth integration into the app and voice assistants. Sennheiser uses physical buttons instead, giving precise tactile control for those who prefer feedback over touch surfaces. Through its app, you can also reassign buttons and save custom EQ profiles. Sony feels futuristic, Sennheiser feels traditional but highly customizable. In call quality, both perform well, but Sony still leads slightly. Its beamforming microphones capture voices clearly while filtering out background noise, making it excellent for calls in busy areas. The HDB630's mic array also delivers good clarity, but reviewers note it lets through a bit more ambient sound. Either way, both are more than suitable for work calls or meetings. In real-world use, the Sony WH-1000XM6 is the ultimate everyday headphone. It's light, quiet, and intelligent, with smart adaptive features and strong app support. It's the best travel companion, plug-and-play simplicity with best-in-class ANC. The Sennheiser HDB630 feels more like a precision tool for music lovers. It's made for focused listening at home, long studio sessions, or anyone who values sound quality above all else. Its tuning, customization options, and battery life make it feel like a hybrid of audiophile gear and modern wireless convenience. Sony's strengths are its world-class noise cancellation, lightweight comfort, intuitive touch controls, and excellent ecosystem. Its only real weaknesses are the shorter battery life compared to Sennheiser and a bass-forward tuning that might not please purists. Sennheiser's strengths are its impeccable sound fidelity, long battery life, true high-resolution wired and wireless playback, and premium build. Its weaknesses are its heavier weight, ANC that's a step behind Sony, and a learning curve for users who just want simplicity. So which one should you buy? If you travel often, work in noisy environments, or want a headphone that seamlessly blends performance and convenience, the Sony WH-1000XM6 is the best all-rounder. It's designed to adapt, simplify, and keep you focused. If you're an audiophile, a musician, or someone who listens seriously, the Sennheiser HDB630 will reward you with a cleaner, more precise sound, incredible battery life, and a level of control you don't find anywhere else. For most people, Sony is the more practical choice. For sound purists, Sennheiser is the one to beat. In the end, these two models represent the two sides of modern high-end audio. Sony perfects silence, comfort, and intelligence. Sennheiser perfects fidelity, endurance, and control. One turns the world off so you can focus on your thoughts. The other opens a window into music as it was meant to be heard. Whichever you choose, you're getting one of the finest headphones available today, each a reflection of its brand's philosophy: Sony for everyday excellence, Sennheiser for pure sound. If you enjoyed this comparison, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss future reviews. Let me know in the comments which headphone you choose. Are you Team Sony or Team Sennheiser? Your feedback helps shape what we review next. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep listening and stay inspired.